Hi guys, it's Paula and I hope you are doing well. This is going to be an update for Dude You Pan My Battleship. Yep, that project is still going on. It's been like 4 years. I don't know, it's been a long time. But basically, Elizabeth, who is Shiny Happy Pans, created a project called Dude You Pan My Battleship, and she invited me to battle against her in this game. And it's basically a panning project that mimics the game of Battleship. If you were a kid and you've ever played that game, I am not one of those kids. I never really played that game, but Elizabeth has been coaching me along the way. But basically, you have a game board and you plot battleships on your opponent's battlefield, presumably an ocean, and you have to plant bombs and try to sink the other person's ships. I don't know if I'm explaining that right or not. Like I said, I never really played it, but basically Elizabeth, who is amazing, managed to create a painting project around it. And it's been super fun. I've had a lot of fun playing with her, and many other people have joined in along the way. You could use the hashtag #DudeYouPanMyBattleship to see others that have been doing it. There's a lot of people on Instagram battling, and it is so cool to see. Keep tagging me in your updates, guys. I'm really enjoying watching it. If you guys feel like you've been waiting forever for this update, trust me, Elizabeth has been waiting even longer. I am so sorry, Liz. I feel like a horrible friend and an even worse opponent. I did you dirty. I did you dirty. And I should have done this update 6 months ago, but I was stubborn. And I didn't want to come on here until I had something to talk about for me. But Elizabeth actually hit pan in one of her on one of her eyeshadows last October. And I didn't post an update because I had nothing to say on my behalf. And I was like, no, I'm going to hit pan first. And that ended up taking 6 months. So my bad. So let's talk about Liz first, and then we will talk about my update. So here are some stats. It's kind of hard to talk about this without seeing it because I don't have anything pulled up in front of me. But I took some notes. Currently, as of last October, 2022, Liz has 10 pans on her battlefield, and I can confirm that she has 6 hits. Her last pan that she hit last October was a hit. Congratulations, Liz. And sorry it took me 6 months to tell you that. She didn't know this. She has no idea. She's been waiting 6 months to find out if the pan she hit last October was a hit or not. And it is. It's a hit. So congratulations. You got another hit. And so far, Liz has 1 sunken ship. Hopefully I've had a picture up this whole time kind of showing you what Liz's battlefield looks like. She's got quite an organizational chart going. She's got a lot more strategy than I have. And she's quite frankly better at hitting pan than I am. I'm just going to say it right now. Liz could have ended this game 2 years ago if she wanted to. She could have creamed me. She could have panned every pan in her battlefield 2 years ago. I mean, really. She's just like a cat playing with a mouse. And that mouse is going to die. And the mouse knows it. But the cat is just letting the mouse live and, you know, just batting it. So this is like, go on ahead. Go on and hit that pat. Go on and hit that pan. Go on and hit that pan. Like she could totally cream me if she wanted to. But she likes the game. She's having fun. And she knows that a lot of you guys are rooting for me to win. So she doesn't want this to end. She's just toying with me. But let it be known, Liz could have ended this a long time ago, but we're still playing. So let's move on to my portion of the update. I've hit a new pan. I'm so excited to say that I finally hit a new pan. I finally buckled down and did it. The pan that I hit was the blue. Oh my gosh. Look at it. It's the tiniest pan ever, but I don't care because it's pan. Like most kids born in the mid to late 70s, I kind of have a phobia of blue eyeshadow. It conjures up memories of my best friend's mom, who wore like blue eyeshadow from her eyelid to her eyebrow like every day. Like Mimi from the Drew Carey show. It just brings up a lot of negative emotions and memories. And I can see everybody else wearing blue eyeshadow, especially younger people in their 20s and early 30s, and I think they look amazing, but I cannot. I have a hard time wearing blue eyeshadow on my own eyes. What's amazing is that I found a way to really make this work for me because of this project. I really found ways to make this blue work for me. Now, this isn't the best blue. In an ideal world, I would be working with a blue that maybe is a little bit more teal and is very metallic, and I would use that on my eyelid. This is a matte with like particles of glitter in it. And it doesn't blend super well. And it's too dark for me to put in my crease or my it was really too dark of a blue for me to put in my crease. So basically I used it as like the outer half of my eyelid kind of a shade. And I paired it with pinks and purples and mostly pinks and purples. Yeah, mostly pinks and purples. And that was the way I enjoyed this the most. And I can't believe it, but I found a way to enjoy this shadow that I really, really disliked when I first started using it. And I should have known that Liz would put a ship on top of this blue, because she may seem really sweet, but she's devious. She's devious, and she's in it to win it. So I am happy to report that Liz has confirmed that not only was this pan a hit, but I have also sunk in my first Battleship. Woohoo! So I now have one sunken Battleship. Liz has one sunken Battleship. I have 5 hits on different ships, and Liz has 6 hits on different ships. Now, Liz didn't confirm what size ship was sunken, but I think it's safe to say that I either sunk my 3er or my 4er. I'm thinking I sunk the 4er, but it's possible I only sunk a 3er. So I'm very excited to report that I have a new pan in the game, and the game is still on. And Liz, again, I'm so sorry for keeping you waiting this entire time. So now I am going to turn the camera around and show you what my battlefield looks like. I do think I threw away a member of my battlefield after the end of last year. I had finished off completely one of the shadows that I put in this project. It was Bella Rose from Milani. I put it in this project to hit pan, and after I hit pan, I put it in another project to keep working on it, and I ended up finishing the shadow completely. And I saved it all last year for my end of year inventory, and I think I had it through like all of January. I don't think I tossed my 2023 empties until like February, but I think that was in my 2022 empties, and I think I tossed it. So my bad. So there's going to be a little blank spot on my battlefield, but we will know that that is a pan that I completely finished. It was not a hit, so it's not a part of a battlefield, but yeah. Okay, so let's turn the camera around and we'll talk about my battlefield. Okay, so here is my battlefield as it stands. That is where Bella Rose was, and like I said earlier, I'm pretty sure I accidentally threw that away when I tossed my 2022 empties. Oopsie, I usually don't do that, but I also usually don't have projects that last 4 years, so I slipped up. If you look up here, I have hit pan on the entire top row, which is pretty awesome. And this one's a splash right there, so there's no ship there. But these 4 do have a confirmed ship underneath them. The only question is whether that is my 4er right there, or if that's a 3er. And then this is the start of another ship going downward. So I have a pan here, and that's a hit. So I know that's not a hit. I've always suspected that this is my 2er right here. So it would be a good idea for me to start working on this MAC shadow called To Boldly Go. And then my only other pan is this, which is matte cranberry, and that was not a hit. That X should have been a big clue, but that was not a hit. So one of the biggest questions that Liz had for me after I told her I hit pan was, what are you going to focus on next? And that is a very good question, because honestly, I was so absolutely focused on hitting that blue pan that I hadn't thought about next steps. So let's do that right now. So I think I should focus in on the shade. So this is going to be one focus shadow, which is unfortunate because it's a pretty shade, but it's a brown shade, and my Pan That palette is brown, and my baby Pan That palette is like a bronzy golden color. It's just a lot of brown, so that's too bad. But I also think I should go ahead and focus on this shade right here. This is Bella Mandarin. I think this will also be a good shade to just incorporate in the summer months. I often wear this as a blush and as an eyeshadow, and I like it for both those things. So maybe I will focus on that one and find out whether or not it's a hit, because if it is a hit, that means I need to start working my way downward. And if it's not a hit, then I know for sure that that was a 4 that I sunk. So yeah, I think that's my plan moving forward. I think I need to work on this brown and the orange. And I'm going to try to make sure it's not a year in between updates this time. I'm not making any promises. It might be another year before an update, but I will leave information in the description box down below as far as what date we started this project and where you can look for our original posts. In those posts, we share where we placed our battlefields on the other person's battlefield, and all that information is down below if you're interested in looking it up, if you've never seen it, or if it's been so long that you've forgotten and you need to refresh your memory. So all that will be in the description box of this video. And that is going to be it for this update. I'm so happy to finally have an update for you guys. And I'm so happy to finally have pan on that blue eyeshadow, because it was taking up a lot of my mental energy. But that is going to be it for this update, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Thanks, Liz, for being so patient. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.